Hello, everybody. We are into our final round, round 6. We are going to be featuring a lower pod that has 0 incentive of drawing. So we are going to be seeing some magic plays. You're going to get the player names and the decks there on fixed. We randomly selected a lower pod of players that have to get a win in order to go into day 2. In seat 1 is Taylor Nicklin. And seat 2 is Ian. Let's see here. Oh no, wrong pod. My bad. Let's fix that. Our pod is Travis Adams.
Final round of for day 1. 20K main event. You have 80
Our seat 2 is Pat Buckor. Seat 3 is Ethan Wickens. And our seat 4 is Ian Flanner. We have comedian in this pod. Oh, now let's check what decks they are on. We're going to pull up the app here in just a moment and check the deck lists. We have Travis Adams on Crom Timna. In seat 2, Pat is on Stella Lee, wild card. We have not seen a Stella Lee yet this tournament in our featured match. Ethan Wickens is on Sisse, Weatherlight Captain. And finally, we have Ian Flannery on Kefka Court Mage. Wonderful to see a good friend Ian in this pod. Excited to watch their game. I hope that you guys at home are ready to watch the Magic fully played out. There is 0 reason for anyone in this pod to want to draw, so we are absolutely going to be seeing some Magic played. Been excited to see Ian's take on Kefka. Hopefully some Cadnozes hit the stack while we're here today. We'll have to see. But we are seeing our players sit down for the final round of the day here at the Steel Series 20K. I am your host, DefCat MTG, and I'm going to be bringing to you the best CEDH gameplay possible here at the 20K TDH tournament, Steel City Spectacular. So far, the day has brought us a myriad of decks. We even had a pod with 2 mono greens, a Golgari, and then a Rog Thras. It was incredible. We saw a Godo take round 1 by triple duplicating through a blind obedience. We've been watching Hail Mary large matches. This tournament has done nothing but deliver incredible games to us. And on top of all of this, it broke the record at 513 players in the main event. We cannot wait to see what happens yet. Right now, we are currently selecting stickers for Stella Lee, so that way Stella Lee knows how much mana they will be making off of Mind Goblin. It's Blank Goblin. It's not Mind Goblin. I didn't say that. And we're going to mute while we put on some microphones as my co-caster has returned from... So getting into this, we have Blue Farm in seat 1 with Travis Adams. We have Stell Lee in seat 2 for Pat Buckham. And then Beckor. We have Ethan Wickens on Sissy Weatherlight Captain in seat 3. And then we have Ian Flannery on Kefka Port Mage in seat 4. I am stoked to see Ian play out of a seat 4.
Yeah, that's rough, but you know what? The other Kefka that technically won their game was also in seat 4, weren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. We did see a Kefka win an extended draw game in seat 4.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
And we're in round 6 now.
Yeah, we are in round 6. Let's get that updated.
And did you mention to our lovely audience why we chose this pod?
Yes, so we have made sure to choose a pod that has 0 incentive to draw. We made sure we found people below the points threshold, and we picked the top pod under that threshold. That way we were able to still see Magic fully played out.
Yeah. Everyone in this pod right now that is playing has every reason to play it out. They want the points. They want to get to day 2. They want to be in a good spot in day 2 to position themselves for prizing out.
Absolutely, yeah. They have no incentive to draw. I'm very excited to see how low seat 4 mulligans and how low seat 1 mulligans trying to turbo out over everything here.
Yeah, for sure. And goodness gracious, I am scared of a Timna Crom in first seat. Like, that's really good.
Absolutely.
And because we've got Stella Lee, that's a combo. And then Saisei, that's like it's Saisei combo. There is an amount of interaction, obviously, but like not as heavy as some of our other decks are going to be.
Absolutely.
And so it's really going to be on seat 4 Kefka and seat 2 to try to find ways to keep Timna Crom from just out the gates taking control of the game.
Absolutely. We're going to have to see a lot more out of these players if we want them to be able to escape the seat 4.
Right. I'm loud, so I'm going to move my mic down a little bit.
I believe my mic may have taken a hit earlier. I believe we had some issues with it.
Saisei? How do you guys pronounce Captain Saisei? Sisei? Saisei? Look, man, I've been reading that card name, or her original name, for like ever as Saisei, all right? Since
What?
like...
You're joking.
Since like 2000, I've pronounced it Saisei.
Did you not grow up in the South?
No, I'm from Ohio.
There's a lot of sissies in Ohio. My
All
aunt's name
right.
was Sissay.
All right. Look, man, until only about a year ago, I pronounced it Remora instead of Mystic Remora. I'd only read the word.
When I was playing RuneScape growing up, I called it Grimmy Guam instead of Grimy. But I am going to go check on microphone status, see if I can fix how quiet I am.
Yeah, it's just the frickin' like pile-on Zeb hour where, you know, everyone makes fun of the way I talk, you know? Thanks, guys. Not making me feel self-conscious at all here. Reading the word explains the word. Who would have thought? Yeah. God.
I'm off camera. I'm sure you can hear me clearly now, because guess what? My mic was turned off.
Ah, that would probably explain
I'm a
it.
little bit of a genius. Just a little bit. You know? We're going to do some mid-round stretching. Get some knees going. Oh, that was a pop. That was a good pop, too. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was half expecting you just collapse like a paper doll. Like,
No, we're good. We're good. We wore shorts today. We're not that professional.
I wore pants, but I did not wear shoes.
What? You're not wearing shoes at a convention? Oh, you're wearing sandals. Oh, that's still shoes. I thought you were.
They're not shoes, they're
straight-
slips.
Shoeless at a convention is
I'm trying to be
wild,
comfy,
bro.
man.
That's my bit. I normally don't wear shoes. It's the end of the day.
Yeah, no.
It's the end of the day. We're gonna get a little fun with it. You know?
Gosh, for a half second, I thought we were still in round 4. I was like, man, we gotta have like so much more left.
Yep. We are in the last round of the day, but not the last Swiss round of the tournament, y'all. We got 2 more rounds of Swiss tomorrow. These players are live. If we get,
Oh, yes,
if they
10,000%.
win, they can continue into getting into the top ones. And one of the best parts of this format right now, and that we've seen, is the high amount of interaction spent on non-blue decks today.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, we saw 3 different monocolor lists end up having the interaction to save the table today.
It's something that, like, has been, rising for a while now, is that players, when deck building, when trying to break into the meta with non-blue decks, are becoming more and more responsible, learning what cards need to exist if they're going to try to do what they're doing, because you are handicapping yourself a little bit by not playing blue, and in some cases black, because you've got the best counter magic and best removal in those colors, outside of white getting like Swords of Plowshares and stuff like that.
Yep.
So like, I myself, obviously, I love Lotho. I play Lotho. There was a point when I had to talk to some of the best. Actually, oddly enough, I'm going to say that Ian, who is actually in this pod right here.
Yeah, that was crazy. We ended up pulling Ian in.
Yeah, I sat down with Ian last year, and we talked for like 10 minutes about how I can make my deck more responsible, even though I'm not playing blue. And we just brought up like 5 really good white and black cards that allow for free casting or casting through a Grand Abolisher.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of other decks as well are learning and putting in order to make sure that they can stay up with what is happening.
And it's not even keeping up either, because these decks still jam. Don't get us wrong, we've seen a lot of people jamming today. But I think the largest portion of what makes these players great is how often they're able to sandbag that information.
Oh, yeah.
They let the other players talk. They let the other players start jabbering about what's next when they end up having something. And a lot of the time, if you're not in blue, so many of these players don't realize that the monocolor player is going to have interaction. The mono black player, the mono red player, they're going to go, boom.
Yeah, I mean, no one expects the Withering Boon.
Okay, we had some crazy moles. We have player seat 1, mold to 5, seat 2, mold to 5, seat 6, mold to 6, and seat 7 took their opening hand at 7.
Wow.
We're going in, we have
Interesting.
land Chromox binning a mental misstep. Was that a mental misstep bend? It looks like it. Into a blue-black talisman of dominance. We have a power artifact, not power artifact, a jeweled amulet. What, I forgot
Is
the name
that jeweled
of it.
amulet? Yeah.
Is it jeweled amulet? Is what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's jeweled amulet.
The one where you have to put the charge counter into it. We have a fetch for Sisay. We're going to be grabbing something with green in it, supposedly, and we're going to be playing a Manador. Ignoble Hierarch. We are off to the races. Ancient Tomb Bay from Ian into what looks to be
We said
another
seat 6 and
talisman.
seat 7. Whoops.
Oh, whoops. And talisman of the blue-red talisman is creativity.
Innovation.
Innovation?
Or it might
Yeah.
be creativity. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the One Ring. Tapping out for the One Ring in seat 1. Travis jamming it down.
That is something that I was afraid of.
Yeah.
For what that would happen is that Timnacrom would just kind of like blast out some way of getting card advantage like immediately.
Oh,
and
it was
we've
going
got
to do that no matter what.
Oh, of course.
You're bad at the deck unless you do.
I know. Yeah.
You either are casting your commanders on turn 2 or you're casting a draw effect on turn 2. There's nothing else to do other than at most jamming down, like we talked about earlier in this tournament, trying to get a Smothering Tide down.
Yeah. I'm more saying like the fact that it landed, right?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yep. End step, putting a charge counter into the jeweled amulet for Stella Lee before moving into their turn. They'll be untapping with 2 mana available. This is most likely just going to be a turn 2 Stella Lee.
Yep, that's what the deck wants. That's what the deck's going to get.
We got there. Passes all around. No one wants to interact with Stella at this stage with it being unable to tap. Looks like we got a Volcanic Island coming down. Yep, Volcanic Island for Sisay. They were thinking about the mana there for a second, probably looking at what pips they need.
Yeah, it looks like we're kind of in like the calm before right now.
Yeah. We got a Bloom Tender.
That's about to be real nice.
Yep, the tendies have hit the floor.
Yep.
And it looks like the 5-second rule has passed. It's not getting picked up. No counterspell.
No counterspell. Wow. Well, no counterspell for the frickin' One Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Who's gonna counter? Who's gonna counter the frickin' Bloom Tender?
And going into his turn, we have an Ancient Tomb, and now we have an Exotic Orchard, which does, in fact, tap for everything.
Pretty much everything.
No, yeah, it's got black as well, yeah.
Yep.
So it has everything. No green. Sorry.
No
which
green.
Does not matter.
Yeah, it does not matter.
We have a gorgeous Soul Ring into their own One Ring.
Ian has his own One Ring. This is gonna be kind of goofy.
With Ancient Tomb tapping, that does put Ian down to 5. And they do use Talisman mana. They'll be go down to 5 after the next upkeep. My apologies.
Yeah.
And I doubt we're going to see a combat-heavy game, but it's not out of the question. We've seen games go very long today where damage has added up. We had that one game where the Blue Farm player was down to 10.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Lotho triggers almost killed them.
Yep.
And if the game would have gone on any longer, it would have.
For sure.
Yep.
I've been in games where someone accidentally got themselves killed while trying to go for a Thassa's Oracle win at 1 HP, and a Lotho trigger killed them.
Yep. It happens. We're fetching an Arid Mesa, most likely going to getting the Badlands and or white mana. Yep, we are getting the Badlands. I don't believe they have access to white. Oh, they have a Chrome Mox. No, on blue. That's a bit interesting. I guess they're just going to go for the Crom. And they already had the blue and red. They already had the double black. I'm surprised they weren't going for a Tundra here for the white mana for Timna.
Very strange.
But, I mean, you want Crom down this turn, not Timna anyway.
Right.
We're going to draw the 2. We're going to see if it's just a Crom being jammed for 5, or if we have anything else to develop. I'm sure they're hoping that they drew into Aristic or Mystic.
Right.
Yep.
Thinking.
Touching the baddie. We're touching the baddie.
What are we doing? Oh man,
We're
a lot of thinking. What color combo do we need to tap for whatever the heck's about to happen
What
here?
we cooking, Travis? What's coming down?
All right, there's
individual
three, four, five. We got there. Now we know our ABC. Wait, no, that's not it.
Yeah. Crom is coming down. Are we going to go to Crombat, though?
I don't see why not.
Crombat, baby.
Swinging looks like at Ethan.
Yes. Luckily, we remembered that the Wandering Protection was there for Ian and did not swing that way.
Yes. That would be quite embarrassing.
Yep. We are, in fact, keeping track of commander damage.
Yep. Ethan doing a little bit of, not Ethan, Ian doing a little bit of yapping there, it would seem, before things progress.
Yep. Oh, and I believe they were just reminding Ethan of the fact that they are under Wandering Protection. Is that why they were not swung at?
They were not swung at. Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like we've moved into Pat's turn.
Yep.
Was that a fetch?
Nope,
No,
we have not
no,
seen
no,
anything
no.
yet. Yep. Looks like a Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
Or not Sulphur Springs, it'd be the Storm Coast then.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a zoom in here and see if we can compete with the convention lighting. That is a Storm Coast.
Okay.
We're not tapping it.
No.
Give us a play. We're all watching.
We must
Closely.
know. Yeah.
Intently.
Inquiring.
That is a
inquiring mind.
Mox Sapphire and an Arcane Signet we're seeing in hand?
Mox Sapphire in CEDH?
I believe, or not Mox Sapphire, sorry. the medallion. Yeah, Sapphire Medallion.
Sapphire Medallion.
Sorry,
There
I
you
was commenting vintage
Yeah,
yesterday for 12 hours.
The blue discounter.
The blue discounter, yes,
Yes.
not Mox Sapphire. Yep, opting not to play
Just gonna
the Arcane
maybe
Signet.
hold back?
Interesting.
I mean, Stella Lee likes to do stuff like that.
Two different cards that would present mana advantage for the next turn aren't played. Okay. We have a Chrome Mox from Ethan. Let's see what we're pitching under it. It is, in fact, going to be the Turtle.
The turtle, so blue-green.
Yeah, we got blue-green. We, in fact, now have access to Wooburg.
Tapping for 1, 2,
3.
and then
Over tapping.
over tapping.
Oh, something from hand. Smothering Tithe, yeah.
That's a phenomenal card
Yep.
to have right now. We could
yeah.
very easily see in a turn cycle when it gets back to Ethan after these one rings draw billion cards.
Oh,
Ethan being in a prime position to just jam out the combo like crazy.
easily,
So
yes.
now Ian and Travis have to just like go like, okay, we need these cards for card advantage,
Yeah.
but we need to be very, very careful about what we see Ethan do. Right?
Absolutely. We are passing to Ian. The Smothering Tithe lands.
Crazy.
That is unbelievable. Either one of these players must be thinking that either the game's ending before Stella Lee comes, or before Sese comes down, or they genuinely had nothing, which in that case is even scarier.
That is scary. Yeah, it's crazy. So now they have to bank on being able to find answers.
Yep, we're cracking a fetch. It looks like, unable to see which one it was. It looks like
Blue black or white black?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I forgot the name of that one.
Marsh Flats?
No, that's not Marsh Flats. It's the Zendikar Rising version. I own it. I should know. It's Underground Sea
Underground.
that we're grabbing. I think it's the black red one. That's not Bloodstained Mire though, which is that would be Bloodstained Mire, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Black red?
Yeah, but it's not that one. Not that it matters. It's just fun to guess.
It's fun to guess.
It's fun. It's I Spy, but for commentators.
Yeah, but for commentators.
Yeah, colorblind, dyslexic commentators.
Hey, speak for yourself.
No, I am. I am speaking for
Okay.
myself. You know how hard it is to play Magic? Colorblind and dyslexic. It's
that
not
sounds
easy.
that is
It's a lot of memorization.
nightmare mode right
Yeah.
there, dude. All right, we got some talking going on here. Ian
We're just
resolving that
slowly
fetch.
fetching, you know.
Yeah, Ian finally resolving that fetch. We've got that UC down now.
I think it's reasonable to be talking about the Smothering Tithe right now.
Oh, 100%.
Because we don't want to progress the game state any further without addressing it, right?
Is that a Ristic coming
Yep.
down? Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that is
Um,
mad amounts of card advantage.
absolutely.
And very scary with that smothering.
Wow.
I wonder if that is a desperation play to just see as many cards as possible in order to deal with what's coming around the bend, or it could also be a bluff in which Ian might already have.
I think you're cooking a little too hard. It's
Look,
just a
man,
Ristic. It's
Look,
just a Ristic.
it's never just a
No,
wrist.
They're playing a Ristic because it's the best card to play. It's Ristic.
I mean, yes,
we don't need to cook that hard.
Sure.
We got a Scalding Tarn coming down for Travis. And Ian very thoughtfully does not tap his One Ring in order to draw more treasures
Yep.
in. We are going to see whether or not that Smothering Tithe trigger was either missed or paid for. But right now, we only see one treasure on Ethan's board. We don't know whether or not they're just not catching it or what's going on there. Not something we'd call the judge for because it is a
Technically,
May.
it's a May.
It can be a missed trigger, so it's not something that we're going to intervene on. But there may have been a missed trigger on Smothering Tithe for this draw. And it looks like it. Yep. Game actions have passed to the point where that's not going back.
Oof. Gotta keep track of your
Timna
triggers.
Coming down. Ristic trigger. Paid for.
All right.
That missed treasure is damning.
It's rough. That is for sure.
That takes you off the full 10 mana.
Yep. And both of our One Ring players know that they can just wait until right after Ethan's turn in order to crack them to try to
Yeah.
draw cards. So they can starve Ethan for a little bit
Yeah.
here and then go for just broke.
Absolutely.
After that turn cycle's over.
Yep. Did we draw off? No, yeah. Ristic is debating on being paid, actually. The Underground Sea has been untapped. We are discussing whether or not it should be paid for.
Well, think of it like this. If Ian were to go for the draw, but not want Ethan to get the treasure,
Yeah.
Ian would have to tap, which would remove a couple, lands from like lands or mana from like the cycle, and
Yeah.
meaning that like Ian has a lower chance of being able to interact. This
Yep.
might be like a bait almost.
I don't know if we're baiting anything. I just think we're talking about whether or not we want Ian to have more cards with the amount of card draw they already have, or if we want to give treasure to Ethan, because Ethan will win as long as they're able to get 2 casts with the Bloom Tender, and the Bloom Tender is going as long as they have 10 mana right now. The Bloom Tender turns in from 2 mana currently being tapped. Sorry, 1 mana currently
Because
being
it's all
tapped
mono green.
instantly to 5.
Yep.
So we're not gonna cast the Timna.
Sheesh.
I'm sure Ian brought up the fact that yes, you'd be drawing me a card, but you as well will be with Crom when attacking due to the Timna. So we're trying to find the angle that feels comfortable for both of these players dealing with the Smothering Tithe on board, and that's annoying for everybody. That's a Birgi. Ristic trigger. We are paying for it. We're paying for the colorless from the Talisman.
So it seems that the judge is confirming that there was some table talk in which they took back the casting of Timna.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like what we saw. Absolutely. And when we talk about politics, a lot of people obviously bring up Ian. And being able to talk about the fact that, hey, us throwing down draw engines while Smothering Tithe is out maybe not be the best idea. Travis could have said, yes, that is, I'm sure that's why you played Ristic.
Right.
There's lots of ways to talk through this. Ian just is able to angle it really well. Ian does get hit with Crom for their sins. We are going to put another charge counter on to Jeweled Amulet in the end step of Travis going in to Pat's turn on Stella Lee. Birki also not a bad creature to cast.
No.
Historically.
And have stick?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yep. Some finger pointing going on. So we know about the Arcane Signet. Let's zoom in here. We have the Arcane Signet.
I see some blue, so maybe some counter magic in there.
Okay.
Was that a intuition? I think I saw flash past. Let's see if
Looking close.
if Pat is on intuition.
Yeah. I believe one of them
Yes,
might be
I think that's an intuition in there.
Yeah, that is an intuition, correct. It looks like intuition days and then sapphire medallion.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly, I think I see a cowboy hat. Maybe a Thunder Junction card I'm unaware of.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're at the point of the game where conversations have to happen in order for players to know that they aren't punting to one another. So they are pointing cards out that are on the field that they want dealt with by other players. But I don't know what's going on, but why is there still only 1 treasure on a Smothering Tithe when no triggers have been paid for?
Are we sure that they're not being paid for?
There we go. There we go.
It's still technically in the beginning of the main phase.
It is.
So they caught it.
They did catch it this time.
I'm not sure if it's Ethan missing, like just completely forgetting,
It
but
must be, but I believe we've missed
2.
just one.
Just the one?
Just the one. No, 2 Ian's draw.
Yeah.
No, Ian's draw was paid for.
Yeah,
So
Ian's draw was paid for. It's just the one.
So it's just Travis's draw that we missed.
And again, this is very high stress environment.
Extremely, yeah.
You know, sometimes you're just gonna blank on it because you're so into paying attention to exactly everything your opponents are doing, you forget your own cards.
Yep. We're going for the Arcane Signet. We're going to trigger Ristic, and it looks like it's not going to get paid for. We're still poking the Ristic, and there's the draw.
Okay.
And we're not missing that trigger.
There we go.
There's our 3rd treasure from Smothering Tithe. We're looking at casting more spells. Stella Lee likes that historically.
Oh, for sure.
Is this a intuition?
There's that
main
intuition.
Phase?
We're going for it, it would seem. Going for something.
Main phase tuition. Crom should be triggering here.
I think they maybe are going around the table, but
We have the draw from Ian. I think we're missing the Crom trigger. It's not been pointed at. I think this is another missed one. Goodness, these players are missing out on a lot for themselves without these triggers. Stella Lee is going to get its trigger, and it's a brain freeze. Oh, that makes it a perfect pile for intuition. Oh, my God.
That's crazy,
Yo!
dude.
Pat, where'd all that luck come from?
That's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot of luck in a very few cards.
Oh,
We
got some magic.
Now we just got to see how this
is.
is rolling out because we haven't seen almost anything out of Ian when it comes to
We have 2 untapped rings sitting
as well. Like, and what's crazy is this creates a situation where like Pat's like, do I go for it or do I just get like really scared because they're gonna waste all of their counter magic on me, and then it's gonna go to Ethan, and Ethan's gonna have a ton of mana, and like, what do we do?
I mean, if I'm Pat, if I'm looking at this board state, I'm thinking there's no way I get another turn.
Sure.
There are 2 rings, a Ristic, and that many treasures. I don't believe in any world I'm getting another turn.
Yeah.
Yep. I love this. I love what Pat's doing. Just jam, bro. I believe in this. Oh, the brain freeze off the top. That's poetic.
It really creates a very sticky situation for everyone else at the table.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's like, oh, what's the worst that can happen here? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the worst happened.
That's kind of the worst that could happen.
Yeah. So we're going to see the Lion's Eye Diamond. We're going to see the Underworld Breach. What is the third card picked? It's all interaction.
It's all interaction. We got a Fierce. We have
Force of Will, Fierce, and one other card. I think it's the LED.
Yeah.
It looks like an old border. I can only assume. No, that's what's under it. Hold on. We're going to scooch our camera up just a little bit so we can get a better look at that. That is, let's zoom in a little farther. It's a 1-man Pact.
Pact of Negation.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if Pat is afraid of mutually assured destruction, and so instead of going for combo out of the intuition, is instead going for protection, right? To go, hey guys, I'm not going to be the problem.
Yep.
We can't draw. I'm going to go for some way to keep us going.
We have another spell cast here. Trying to figure what this card is. If anyone in chat is used to that art.
Is that Wisps? Is that the blue Wisp that...
We can check deck lists real quick.
Yeah. I already have his pulled up.
We're going to get confirmation for the judge if we're unable to do it. There are lights in this gigantic venue that are sadly glaring on one player. We are unable to prevent the lights from. Ian is sharing some hand information, probably showing the counterspell that they do
Crimson and Cerulean Wisps are in the deck, so that might be Cerulean.
Cerulean Wisp. Let's read that card for our viewers, because I do not know that card.
Yeah, that's probably
Cerulean Wisps.
So Cerulean Wisps is 1 blue for an instant. Target creature becomes blue until end of turn. Untap that creature, draw a card.
Yep.
Crimson Wisps, I do believe, also untaps the targeted creature.
Yeah.
And that's 100% because Stella Lee taps the duplicate stuff. So you get to, twiddle.
Yep.
So definitely some good stuff going on right now on Stella Lee's side.
So Ian showed what is most likely interaction and or a counterspell in hand over to Pat.
Yeah. Quick correction. Crimson Wisps just gives haste to the creature and draws a card.
Yes.
Still very good, especially for Stella Lee, because that allows her to tap immediately.
Yeah. Ian most likely trying to ask that this card is taken back and not jammed right now. Not wanting to waste the counterspell.
Do remember, chat, they cannot draw because they will be under points to proceed to the next round.
Yeah, we know for a fact we are not seeing a draw from this pod. That would make them unable to make it into top 16. This is the do or die moment. This is the probably most tense game we're going to see until the top 16.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, actually, no. I guess every round tomorrow is going to be tense. It's going to be
for someone.
For a lot of people, it's going to be the last round possible.
Yeah, because then the next cutoff is top 16.
Yep, there it is. Ian has successfully politicked to have that card put back in hand and not cast due to what's in hand. Great use of the ability to share information.
Yes. And again, just because you cast that card, as long as no one's passed priority on it,
Yes.
it is still able to go right back where it came from, and mana can be reset.
Yep. Pat was going to have his win stopped anyway, and they all agree that Ethan is the problem. There is the Eladamri's call at end step to go grab the conversion piece for Sisay in order to win. It's been cast. Let's see what the table wants to do.
All right, we've got some more revealed information. That's
There's
a Swords to
being
Plowshares.
revealed. No, Swords is... Oh, okay. So Swords is revealed. Not... Oh, it is played.
It does look like it's being played now.
Yep.
What is the target? Nothing on Ian's board can be targeted by it. There's no creatures.
It is in graveyard now. So I'm assuming it's been cast.
The way that Ethan is messing with his cards, I'm thinking the Bloom Tender.
Yeah. We're debating on whether or not this is going to hit that Bloom Tender. Yep.
There it
Bloom
is.
Tender's been hit. Probably wondering whether or not they needed it in the first place at all.
Yeah.
Especially with this much mana.
Is that an Eladamri's call?
It is, yeah. It looks like this is what's going to resolve. It's what the Swords was on top of.
Got it.
So we have our judge letting us know what the conversation is. We're going to read this to you. Player D talking out of a win attempt. Convinced it would make player A and D activate their rings for answers. He'd be stopped, and then draws would be given, due to the treasures. So right now, Ian is politicking with Ethan to not go for a win attempt, as both Travis and Ian would have to activate their one rings in response, and then both Ian and Travis would be in a position where there's no way either of them are going to win. Ian does not want to see a jam here because it puts us into that really messy state.
For sure.
In a game where they can't draw.
Nope.
No one wants to be in that position.
They can draw cards, but they can't draw the match.
Exactly. And once that many cards are drawn, it's whoever can go last, whoever can jam last, and do it hopefully with Flash enabled.
Yeah. So a lot of people have talked about it, that the last year or so of CEDH has just been who can win over top the other, right?
Yeah. It's who can hold back the Valley Flood Collar for some people in their list, High Fate Trickster, although it's a little bit more mana than most people want to spend anymore. And of course, Emergent Zone and the aforementioned Born Upon a Wind.
Yep.
Which
Man.
we have only seen one Born cast today.
Yeah, it's crazy because I love Born. I think it's one of the best CDH cards printed in the last year or two, and I've just always been a big fan of stuff like that, and the fact that it replaces itself, it's an instant, it draws a card, it's crazy.
Yep, it's a big moment too.
All right.
So did we reveal the creature off Eladamri's call? I don't think we saw it, but I'm sure we will once this resolves.
I'll get confirmation from the judge here real quick.
We'll ask our judge, get confirmation on which creature that was. One, two, three, four, five, 6 mana available for Ethan. Wondering whether or not jamming is possible.
Yeah, real tough situation knowing how dedicated the other players are to stopping anything that's going to happen.
Yep.
But also knowing that the odds of another turn after this one are extremely slim.
Extremely. A Selvala.
Okay.
Setting up for next turn, it looks like, instead.
Yeah, was that the card off of the Eladamri's then?
Yeah, we will see. We'll get confirmation from our judge, but it most likely was. Okay. We got Ian is drawing. Yeah, it was Selvala. We have confirmed that. No trigger missed, but it looks like Ian may be going to the next turn without tapping the ring. That a commandeer? No,
No.
Mockingbird, isn't it? No, that is.
Oh,
it's a okay.
it's
that's
a
why.
proxy. It's a
proxy.
Pokemon. It's
I was
that
like,
little
what?
otter. It's
I
that,
saw the giant orb and was like, is that commandeer?
What the heck? I'll ask what that is.
Yeah, it looks like a valley flood collar.
It's an altered valley flood.
It is
collar.
okay, yeah.
Because
Valley-
it's still an otter.
Yeah,
right?
it's still an otter.
So that has to.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
So that has to be at the end of Ethan's turn.
Yes.
I think.
So we're doing this in
And
end
there's the
step,
ring tap.
and then a lotus petal, and now we're untapping. Ethan is at 5 treasures, baby, and about to
Yeah.
be 6. Wow.
Man, Ian has a lot of cards in hand now.
Gosh, I am shocked we made it past Ethan's turn after that smothering tide with the Sisay.
I think that everyone was just scared enough of it to
Yeah.
respect it and either argue for or hold interaction
Yeah.
that Ethan was too scared.
Yeah, I
You know?
agree.
And it might not be the worst decision because there's still, while it's rough for both Pat and Ethan now, if they can get Ian and Travis to
Yeah.
waste all of their resources on each other, there's still a shot.
Yeah. There are a laundry list of items that all these players want to see cast in order to go for it, and the first one on that list is Valley Flood Collar. That is huge for Ian. The ability at any moment now, during this messy board state, to go for the win is unprecedentedly strong. There is nothing on this board more valuable right now, other than at most the Smothering Tithe, than this Valley Flood Collar.
I would argue perhaps the Bergie, just because that's like one of the main non-deterministic combo pieces that Travis is going to want to use on the next turn.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't think about that because usually you just think of Bergie as a
Storm Payoff.
storm payoff or a ritual.
Yeah.
Because you only play her usually the turn you're going to win.
Yeah.
But that Bergie has lasted the entire turn
Yeah.
cycle. Not having to pay the 3 on the turn you want to use her
Yeah.
is extremely powerful.
It is, very much so. It does give Travis the availability to jam, but without a Ristic study to back it up with it while jamming, I don't really know. But there, oh, Travis is showing Graveyard. I was like, oh, we had a hand
Yeah,
shown.
what the heck? What
Just
the
Graveyard.
heck?
But yeah, Travis will get a lot of cards in hand with that One Ring, as it is still untapped before their turn.
Yep.
Travis is going to be seeing, what, 6 cards?
Ian is tapping the One Ring for
Yep.
4 cards, I think, now.
Main phase. Wow.
Got to do it main phase. Ian more than likely believes that this is the time.
Yep.
Right? Because Travis is only going to get 1 tap of the ring right now.
Yep.
Right? Until his turn.
Is Ian on anger?
Let's find out.
I wonder if Kefka comes down, whether or not Ian can discard anger in order to have haste.
Right.
Let's check this out. We are not on anger.
We are
Okay.
not on anger.
We're not on anger. So no haste enabler for Kefka. But Kefka would still draw probably 3 cards here
Oh, for sure.
if it came down. I don't think that's what we're going for, considering how many cards in hand and mana available. There's probably better options in hand for Ian than this Kefka. And we are seeing a Rain of Filth? Yo, no way.
That is a rain. So
This is about to be sick. Are we about to watch Nas?
will we finally see a Nas
Will we finally
today?
see a Nas today? We sack the baddie, throw the black up.
Yep. Good grief, man.
Soul Ring is too colorless.
How deep are we gonna go?
Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more. We're tapping the UC, using the black and a colorless floating for a meme bet.
Meme bet.
Oh.
We've seen multiple meme bets today, and you know what? I don't think one of them has been like less than hyper impactful on the
Oh my
game.
gosh! Every meme bet that's gone down. Hence, what we were probably showing Graveyards earlier. This makes sense now.
100%.
This is exciting. This game is pretty fun when there's no reason to draw.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's
I'm
pretty-
having
it's
a good
pretty
time
cool.
right now.
Yeah. All right. So everyone is, I think, allowing it to resolve.
Yeah, I don't think they're
And
worried
they're-
about anything that's in the yard.
The showing graves.
I'm almost positive Ian's looking at this Eladomri's call. And the intuition.
Intuition.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
What does Eladomri's call get, though, in Kefka right now that is, like, really... I mean, at most, we're going to look at maybe a Displacer Kitten, throw Kefka down,
I was going to say,
and then...
Displacer is like maybe a target.
Yeah, I don't know if they're on it. They're not?
Yeah, no.
Oh, they are. They are.
Displacer.
Oh, I didn't see the spell
We've
there.
got basically Displacer, Bergie of their own.
Yep, Birgi.
Like, literally, like, those are the big targets.
Yep.
What do we get, like a Mockingbird?
So,
No.
counting the available mana able to be sacrificed from lands, right now, Ian has a total of 7 mana available. We have the Floating Colorless, 4 from the lands, Lotus Petal, and the Mox Diamond.
So Pat is messing around with
Force of Will.
Okay. Pitching a blue card from hand.
Yep.
Paying
Most
alive.
likely the untapper we saw last turn.
Yep. All right. Not wanting that meme bet to resolve. It does not resolve.
Oh, that was bait. That was so bait.
We'll see.
Please
Ian
be a
has
Nas.
1 floating and some more chilling out. I don't think that's enough for Nas, is it?
It's 7 mana total, because remember we have Rain of Filth.
Got
Oh,
it.
sorry,
yeah.
it's 8 mana, because he hasn't
Yeah.
sacked the UC yet.
True. Big if true.
Yeah.
What is next?
I don't know if we've seen a land drop this turn either. Oh, it's an Ancient 2. We have 9 available mana.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Wow.
Well,
Sack Tomb, Sack UC, Black, triple colorless, baby. There it is! Give it to me! Yes! We see!
there's the Nas. How much life does Ian have? 23.
Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea.
Let's see what Ian hits.
Now, reminder, we have a Pact of Negation in Stelly's hand, right? No, they were given the Forcible Pacts in the yard.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
And
11 mana on the side of Sisei.
there have been some pretty impactful cards.
Oh, Mindbreak Trap.
Oh, wow.
Mindbreak Trap from Ethan.
And that's why Ethan hasn't been playing much interaction, was because there was not 3 casts and a turn up to this point, I don't think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet. Makes
Yep.
sense.
Makes perfect sense. Oh man. Is Ethan like, am I actually gonna get a turn?
Oh, man, it's hit. The Nas is exiled. Wow.
It's a sad day for
Oh,
Magic players,
We're tapping
and thus a
for-
sad day for the world.
We're tapping 3 Necro with Valley Flood Collar. Oh!
If it's not one thing, it's the other, I guess.
Oh, this is some magic, baby.
Dude, that is
That is sick.
three heavy hitting value pieces, one after the other.
We're about to see 20 cards ripped, probably at minimum, in with a Valley Flood Collar. Puke out the free mana. The
Ethan's
ta-
got to do it. Ian's got to do it.
I don't
There's
think
no,
the
there's
table
no
has
not.
anything.
There's no way Ian does not go for it right now.
Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous.
And Travis has already cracked 1 ring for the turn, yes?
Correct. Yeah, we've already seen the
Okay.
1 ring cracked.
And also remember, since it was Ethan that played that counter magic,
Yeah.
that meant that the priority passed all the way around the table to get back to Ethan, meaning Travis probably didn't have anything at the time.
Yeah, Travis most likely did not have anything. That
Unless
is
unless
correct.
they were bluffing. Confirmed. Ian is paying 19 into the Necro.
Oh,
Ian is going for it.
19 into the. Oh my gosh.
Has to go for it.
This is incredible from Ian. Will we see anything else this turn with the Valley Flood Collar? Are we going to get a Valley Flood Collar flash win? If Ian wins this, we have to know why it was 19. I need to know the reasoning behind that.
stopping at 4 HP. What could smack Ian for 4 for 3 right now out of nowhere, huh?
Dead to Crom with 4. We're talking about what pain. So mental misstep is 2 health. We've got force of will, that's 1. That's, So okay, probably those 2. A dismember on the Valley Flood Caller. That is heartbreaking. Oh, this is after Necro cards went to hand. So the Mox Opal is played, and the Dismember is in response to the Mox Opal.
Yeah, so the Valley is dismembered.
Yep. Lion's Eye Diamond on top of the Dismember. Does Lion's Eye Diamond resolve? It looks like it does.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. If I see a breach, that Mox Opal plus the Talisman would have been breach if breach is in hand.
I mean, we're going to find out one way or the other here in the next couple seconds.
Does Ian have another piece of mana? Oh, Simeon! We're pitching Simeon!
It's happening!
It's happening! Talisman. Oh, Rite of Flame.
That is a Rite of Flame.
Go to 2 red.
2 red. What?
Wow.
Is Ian just trying to stack as much mana before cracking the LED then?
I would assume so, and I would bet we're most likely gonna see a breach, and if not, at most a Kefka. But the table's gonna be able to talk about what they discard to Kefka to stop Ian. Yeah, we've also missed almost every Crom trigger this game.
Yeah, it's been a little bit interesting when it comes to that.
Bro, Drew, everything. Chrome, Mox, pitching. What is that, Italian?
Yeah, don't need it at this point. Taps for
That is Italian,
Yeah, taps for 2 different colors now.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, like we were mentioning before, the high stress of being in this make or break moment.
Yep.
I cannot count the number of times I've done almost exactly the same thing.
Cabal Ritual with Threshold for 5 black.
That's a lot.
Oh my goodness. What in the world? This might, maybe there's nothing in hand left. Hopefully, are they on the keys package? Are they running the keys? Maybe they're gonna tap the 1 ring here. What could be left on
no keys.
Ian's hand? There's no keys. It might just have to be Kefka for some card draw to try to draw out of this.
Yeah, no, I mean he might just be out of gas.
Yep.
It's entirely possible. I mean, I'm wondering why he would have created all that mana, but
yep.
Entirely possible.
It looks like we're storm counting.
Interesting.
We might be freezing.
What does Freeze get Ian at this point?
I'm wondering.
The meme bet's gone.
I'm wondering if there's something tasty in the deck that could hit the yard and do something. Because we're not on white, we don't have the ability to be running the aforementioned Sabines.
Yeah.
All right, we're tapping some mana. Hopefully not just making more. Oh, that's a colorless and a red and a couple black. Is this a Beergy?
It is.
Oh, I wonder if it's the backside of a Beergy.
Oh, in order to dig. Yeah.
This could be our Hornfell. I love this play if it is. I think I see a card being flipped. It is the backside of Beergy.
It's the backside of Beergy. So now Ian is going to try to dig to find answers.
Yes.
Or just to go for it over top of this.
So you discard a card from hand to exile 2 off the top of your library.
And
it is discard a card, right? Because
it's discard a card.
Ian did put it into exile.
Well, that's because that's the Necro.
Oh, due to the Necro replacement effect.
Necro, yes. It's not a replacement effect. It's a trigger.
Trigger.
It goes to the graveyard, then it goes to exile.
Let's get a zoom in on here because this is big deal right here. Let's look at what's getting hit off of this. There's the freeze. We haven't seen the breach yet. We're pitching a lot of lands.
There goes the Steam Vents, revealing a land
Talisman.
and a Talisman.
We like the Talisman.
Pitch another land, revealing a Jeweled Amulet and
City
a City
Traders.
of Traders.
That corner thing always looks like a price tag on City Traders. Thassa's?
There's
Please
the
be
Thassa's.
demonic. Oh, Dark Ritual.
Dark
Okay,
Rit's
dang,
not
Dark
bad.
Rit's pretty good. No one's going to be
More
mad about
mana's
that.
more mana, man.
Gemstone, a good pitch.
Yeah, you don't want to see that anymore. What
Culling
is that?
the Weak?
Culling the Weak and
Put back your hand. You can copy if you sack things.
Chain.
Chain of Vapor.
Chain of Vapor's kind of
Another land of Marsh Flats. Going to have been Defense Grid. Another land. Jeez, nothing that wins us the game on its own. Another land. Beseech. There it is.
There's a Beseech.
That's it. No, that's it
and
right there.
plenty of mana and a Dispel.
And a Dispel.
Way to back
Beseech
it up.
Wins.
There's that. Ian is probably like breathing like a sigh of relief after seeing that.
Yep.
And there's the breach.
Yeah, this game's over. This game's over, baby. I wouldn't be shocked if we see Handshake soon.
Yeah, it all depends on whether Travis is just like maybe just like sandbagging his own Mindbreak trap really hard.
Yes,
to just try to
Mindbreak
get-
Trap's the only thing.
Just
Yeah.
to try to get Ian to just dump out, right?
Yeah.
But like even then, there's a Dispel on the in exile pile, right?
Yep,
It's like
yep.
if I really do feel like the moment has passed. I'm not
Absolutely.
sure.
This
Man.
was a fantastic game so far. I mean, we'll see if anything else happens, but this looks like all she wrote. Most likely gonna make Ian play it out, as you should.
Yes, obviously.
But we got Breach LED. We have Thassa's with the tutor to go ahead and cast Tainted Pact.
Yep.
We have the mana. We have the Calling the Weak.
And it looks
And we have
like
one. Ian has been announced that winner by our
Yep.
judge. Is that? Can I?
it's
can I
not
see it?
it's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed. Okay, there it is.
And there's the
handshake.
shake.
Let's
Okay,
go
it
get
is
Ian in the
confirmed.
booth.
All right.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
a win for seat 4, Ian Flannery on Kefka.
Oh
Court
my
Mage,
goodness.
Without even resolving Kefka, I don't believe.
Yeah, we didn't resolve that bad boy. What a win! Oh, that was gorgeous. That was
Interesting.
gorgeous.
That was a
mnemonic Nas
That was-
Necro.
that was so crazy having to resolve all 3 in a row, or try to resolve all 3 in a row. It was very unfortunate that the player in seat 1 missed so many Crom triggers, and seat 4 also missed a couple.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, and again, I have to stress that is definitely because you're in a high octane situation.
Yep.
You forget things because you're paying so much attention to everybody else.
Yep.
It happens to the best of us at all times.
That means Ian is alive for day 2. They are now at 10 points, meaning they're gonna have to win out the rest of the weekend in order to make top 16.
Sure. Yep.
Yep. That's what we're gonna have to see. We're gonna be looking to have Ian come to the booth. Has the judge has been made aware of that?
Yeah, let's tag him.
A seat 4 win.
Seat 4 win. That's technically 2 seat 4 win Kefkas now.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
though the first one was a draw.
Yeah, it did go to a draw, but played out was a win for the Kefka player. That was awesome. I can't say how exciting it is to see a player jam that many win cons in a row and still go for it. That is my favorite
Right.
form of CEDH.
For sure.
Anyone who comes up and does that, I'm going to be fanboying over. 100%. I love decks that jam. And I was doing this yesterday in the Vintage Cast as we were going over this a plethora of things. There was a insane amount of wins that happened because someone did not interact. They left all the counter magic out of their deck and they just decided, you know what? I think Psychic Fog, Ancestral Recall, Breach is still a win con. And they did it. And that's what I wanted to see out of this. So incredible. All righty.
Cool.
If you want to grab the mic to Ian there,
Alrighty.
that way.
Well, how's it going, man?
Mnemonic, Adnaz, Necro.
Yeah, no counter spells in hand, but just
Yep.
a bunch of ways to push
Yeah.
again and again and again and again. Yeah,
That feels like what Kefka wants to do, right?
hypothetically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a weird day because I think I've either mulled to 3. This is also my 3rd time in 4th seat.
we noticed.
Yeah. My record, or my seeding record has been, I think it was 4-3, 4-3, 1-4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And the one was your win, correct?
No.
No, it wasn't.
No,
What was
no,
your
no.
other win this weekend?
My other win this weekend was a fourth seat win again, where I basically kept a hand that kind of did nothing, except for if I milled into, but basically if I stuck a breach with almost no backup.
Yeah.
I got there, and it was a desperation play, and it stuck. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, your hand was just full of going for it, but
Yeah.
the Rain of Filth early and making sure you had it available and it
100%.
somehow not being seen as a red herring was just incredible.
Yeah.
I love the sequencing you put on too, but a big topic today obviously has been, hey, politics are frustrating. What do I do about draws? You know, a lot of people that are looking to this tournament for a lot of advice about should I attend? And so far, you've been playing through having to play for a win every game. You've had no luxury of draws.
Nope.
What has that been like?
You know, as I said, it really feels like an outlier tournament. You know, I'm a player who like really doesn't like blaming Lady Luck for my outcomes, and it's been one of those tournaments where legitimately, like, for example, there was a game earlier in fourth seat, mulled to a turn one Ristic study, felt fantastic about it, drew 30 cards, needed a single counterspell to stop somebody, and did not see a single one. You know, so it's been one of those tournaments where it's a little strange. As far as like the initial concept, I mean, yes, draws are a thing, right? And yes, people can force draws. Oh, we get to actually, you know, while we're here on stream, a free lesson from yours truly. There's a concept I've been using a lot in my coaching session, what I like to call YouTube swordsman.
Yes.
And a YouTube swordsman is someone who, for example, watches a YouTube video on how to use a sword, and then walks into a melee and just kind of swings it around wildly.
Absolutely,
right? And I think if you're having problems with draws in your local scene, or if you're coming out to smaller tournaments or even larger ones like this, it's most likely at the hands of the YouTube swordsman. Because I think a lot of people hear, oh, well, we can politic out of losing, right? And they just lose complete sight of, but at the end of the day, I need to be winning, right?
Absolutely.
It's actually why I gave up on playing mid-range decks, like really hard mid-range decks.
Very hard. One where it's completely dedicated to going long.
Yeah, and I think I want to say about 8 tournaments ago, I kind of shifted into, if it's going to be a mid-range deck, it's got to have
quite recent
some
for you.
boom.
8 tournaments is recent for you.
Yeah, it's probably more if I'm being
Okay, fair enough.
It was Heisenberg, whenever that was. It was a couple months ago. So I just said, like, all right, no more mid-range. You know, I think the most mid-range decks I've played since then has been Loot, I guess. And even then, that was like a 6 layers deep on Breach deck, right? And I basically said, like, hey, these mid-range games can get too grindy, but, like, I'm not out here to draw games.
No, not at all. And no one wants to watch draws. And a big thing that we got to talk about finally, one, this tournament has one of the lowest representation of draw games of any major tournament. We're under 30% as of this round.
Let's go.
And that's a beautiful thing. The more players you have, the less draws are incentivized. And the more the rounds go on, the less draws are happening. We're decreasing every single round. But what does every major tournament coverage do? They show the top pod and what's going to happen in the top 6 pods. We're going to see draws because they're incentivized to due to point structure. And it's given those online that only watch tournaments this thought that, oh, draws are this massive issue when not at all. Most people are playing in the middle of the pack.
Right. And, like, don't get me wrong, draws happen. They're natural. Like, I had a tournament very recently where my top 16 record was 2 wins, 0 losses, 3 draws, right? And the draws were all natural, right? Like, they weren't, no one forced an idea out of nowhere. No one's, like, it wasn't like, the skill of a player to, like, pull it out. It's just like, hey, everyone played good Magic, and no one had the cards to put them on top, right? And stuff like that, right? And I think a lot of this draw dynamic, it can become so negative, you know?
Extremely.
I really think it can. But honestly, the person who should be excited about the draw is the person who has nothing. Right? The person who gets absolutely BTFO'd by, like, turn order or whatever it is, right? Those people should be thrilled for a draw.
We saw, I think it was Blake on Rocco get this earlier where everyone said, oh, Rocco's got it next turn. He went, okay, sure I do. Didn't say a word and then just let someone talk into a draw. And then they said, hey, can we play it out? We wanted to see what you had. He had an Esper Sentinel. That was it. And the game.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The kind of player who asked for the draw also did not have anything. So it was beneficial for them as well. And it makes sense. And a big part of getting ahead in tournament is knowing when to do that. But it feels like a lot of people are doing round 1, round 2 draws when they should still be jamming.
Yeah, it's really interesting too, right? Because, like, all this to be said, right? we're sort of flirting with two extremes, right?
Yeah.
Because then there's also the jammers, the people who just jam to jam to jam to jam, right?
Yep.
And as we saw in that pod, right, like our Stella Elite player
Yep.
had that intention to jam in that
Oh,
moment. right?
absolutely. I was shocked when we saw a main phase intuition.
Right. And that was a situation where it wasn't even like, it wasn't even table talk to like get him to not do anything.
Yep.
He literally had the answers. Like he was not getting through.
Yeah, we
multiple
saw the
times
card
down.
shown over to the
Yeah,
other player. There
right.
was no politicking. It was just revealed information that made them not
Basically.
want to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. We're good. We have good mics.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's currently a very loud voice of God overhead, as in Baldy. Another big portion, and I'll
Yep.
kind of leave with this. So many people obviously look to you as
Yeah.
someone to learn from. So many people also who have not met you attempt either villainy online or you name it. And there's a lot of players in this tournament that's happening to, where
Sure.
there's a ton of outside perspective. And Excalibur has shown off the best tournament structure. This event so far has been incredible. We're sticking to timers on rounds. We're sticking to having the biggest events possible. We have 14 vendors, so it's a fun activity even outside the competition scene. I
Yeah.
feel like this is what heals things naturally. Instead of
Sure.
trying to do some large social push or change minds online, it's just good events.
Sure. I guess. I don't know that I can give the green check mark to everything that I just heard.
Oh,
there.
absolutely, yeah.
I'm actually really not a big fan of this structure.
Really?
If I'm being frank, yeah.
I would love to hear your reasons on that.
Yeah, the EV for the players is atrocious. Right?
Really?
If you think about it, the top 16 cut 540 players.
Yes.
Right. It's really unforgiving. Like
Yeah.
we anything 300 and below, at least historically speaking, we did like a top 40 cut for, right?
Yep.
Obviously outside the top deck days, but other tournament groups, you see it in Europe with the PT there, and so, or CEDH PT to be clear.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually really not a big fan of such an aggressive structure because I know for a fact there will be very, very good players who played really, really good Magic who are not going to make this top 16.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you can argue that that is a thing that has been reflected in Magic of old.
Yep.
But I mean, even our head TO here at Excalibur, Baldy, consistently, constantly says this is not Magic the way people knew it.
No.
It's a completely different format. And
Absolutely.
So for me, modeling this thing that so drastically is not the other type of Magic after the other type of Magic, to me doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it can be really hard to wrap your head around. And what was discussed in the birth of this tournament was, are we going to cut to 64 before 16? And that, would you say if there was prizing out to that 64, that would alleviate the frustration on the expected value of this tournament?
I think so. I think from my experience, players who make the top cut financially, but not the real top cut, are almost never happy.
Yeah.
It is, and that's not an indictment on TOs. That is just like people want to be able to play for that type.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about playing the top 64 and then actually having it be down to 16 and then 4.
Oh, you're talking about playing all the way to 64.
Correct. Not prizing to 64. We're talking about actually playing a 64, 16, and then top 4.
Sure.
Obviously,
I'm a little partial to a top 40 personally. I think 40 is a much cleaner system.
I completely agree with that.
This is a weird one for folks who haven't been exposed to it, but I genuinely think it's kind of brilliant. So top 40 cut is basically top 8 go right to the semifinals.
Yep.
The rest of the 32 folks are now in 8 4-pods.
Yeah.
They battle it out for the last 8 spots in top 16.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not only a really fantastic structure as far as accessibility, right? For folks who are close and who maybe just got one bad draw because they had the win, but someone else maybe slow played a little bit.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? Whoever knows, right? And it gives those people another fighting single elimination chance while not punishing the players who have done the best in the tournament. Right?
Absolutely.
And I think that layering is like what I consider the most brilliant structure, just because I think it is the most satisfying for the most people. And for me as a community focused person, I want people to go to tournaments and feel satisfied. Right?
Absolutely.
And to be clear, I'm not saying players are out there being like, this sucks, right? There's so many players here happy, having a great time. Like, I can't tell you how cool it is to see people that I've met by going to tournaments on the West Coast
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with people from Canada and
Mhm.
people from the East Coast and Philly and New Jersey and all of the people
All the
that
Tennessee
I see.
crews, Carolina crews.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everyone I see down at Charlie's, like
Yep.
all of the people from literally all over the country here
Yep.
for this event is amazing. And I don't want to put a cloud over
No,
that,
yeah, and
right?
we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But it's still important to have
Yeah.
these discussions, and I'm so happy we got to
Yeah.
talk to you about this because ending the first day of the largest TDH tournament ever run,
Yeah.
and we can talk about what can be better
Yeah.
is exciting, and especially when the event staff is so excited
Yeah.
and open to these suggestions and wanting to do better by the players.
Absolutely.
No one here wants to complain about it because it's going to stay this way.
Right,
We're
right.
all attempting to make it better.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Those are great things to say.
Yeah, yeah, and I think like let's now flip that. Like
Yep.
let's do the compliment sandwich, right?
Yeah.
The judge staff has been absolutely fantastic. The
Yep.
tournament structure is great. The space is huge. You
Yep.
know how many Magic events, how many CEDH tournaments I've been to where
Oh my
everyone's just
gosh.
like, "Hey, can anybody move their deck box down because we're so cramped?"
I don't know if you can feel it right now, but we have moving air. We have moving air in an
Literally.
air-conditioned space
Literally.
with easy access
Yeah.
to water for free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like from my experience so far, the players' needs are being listened to.
Yes.
The vendors' needs are being listened to. The creators' needs are being listened to.
Yep.
Everyone seems to be happy.
Absolutely.
And, you know, one of the reasons I immediately jumped on when Excalibur mentioned that they were throwing a tournament together was like, I knew this organizational team. And I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I know you guys know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's go. And clearly it's working. I mean, the
Oh,
largest
yeah.
TDH tournament ever.
Yeah, it's fun. You're going to see a lot of people you
Yep.
know. It's also a little bit easier than a MagicCon it is to see some of the creators and play with them at an event like this. Yeah,
Sort of, yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
with all that in mind, closing out this first day, I think we've learned a ton from this tournament, and
Yeah.
it's the first of its type. So I think it's better that we look at this as the first learning experience.
Absolutely,
Going into
absolutely.
Niagara, going up in
Yeah.
November, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
But on top of that too, I can't say how excited I've been to be here and watch these games and
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
for them. Watching yours for the end of the day was such an awesome end cap.
Appreciate
You
it.
did such a great job in that game, especially like the proper revealing of information, showing what proper politics looks like in a game, and then still jamming.
Yeah. Dude, I love a jam, man. I
Yeah.
love a jam.
Yeah, the Valley almost getting hit by the Dismember was a heartbreak until we saw
Yeah.
the lines on. They went, "Oh, this game's not over."
Yeah. No, it was a snug line there for sure.
Yeah.
I just got to do a miracle run from now on. Just gotta win every game.
Not
and then
uncommon though, right?
it has been known to be something I've done.
Yep.
I would have rather just locked it day one. I can't be-
Absolutely.
can't be more clear about that. I would have much rather done that. But we'll see if we can miracle
Yeah.
run tomorrow, and hopefully my luck from today will have reversed itself.
Very much so. Yeah, we're rooting for you. We're rooting
Appreciate
for
it,
all of
brother.
our friends from Playing with Power. We're very
Yeah.
excited for you. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is our final little bit of the cast for ending up around a 10-hour day, which is pretty good for 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Very thankful. That, again, just shows the tournament structure, shows how
Yeah,
well
shout
these
that out
TOs
to you,
doing.
for sure. For
Absolutely. We're having less than one game.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That's
6
crazy.
rounds and less than one game for some.
One other quick thing I want to shout out.
Absolutely.
Right?
We have time.
The MTRA addendum adding
Yes.
20 minutes to the end of round. It's helped with that so much.
Yep.
And the team here, I mean, I think the most one round went over because of a time extension
Yep.
was to 26 minutes.
Yep.
That was the longest we had to wait between rounds. That is crazy.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's awesome. It's
And
such a good ship, you
It
know?
cuts down on lunch packs where everyone's like,
Yeah.
we're not going to have time. You mind if we
Yeah.
go get lunch?
Yeah.
We'll just draw it for the fact we want food.
Yeah, we did 6 rounds of Magic today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
it's
still,
crazy.
and no one lost their voice, you know,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that. No one's
yet.
yet. Next day, we'll talk about that. That'll
Yeah,
probably
absolutely,
happen.
Absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm Def Cat, and this is.
Hi, I'm Ian, also known as Comedian MTG.
And where can they find you, Ian?
Oh boy. Okay. YouTube, Comedian MTG, co-host of the Mind Sculptors podcast, background person and featured performer on Scry Babies, co-host of the Dice and Daydreams YouTube channel.
Yeah. If you like
and
Pokemon, you like Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in luck.
Also, CEDH coach professionally. Boom, boom, boom.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Steel City's spectacular end of day 1 rounds, 6 Swiss rounds played in under 10 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. You hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless. See you guys.
Bye.